it's actually going to work this time.
That would be ideal, yes.
Okay, so far so good. Where the hell is Discord? There it is. Okay.
For reals. I like the names.
We're gonna have to delete the ones that don't end up working, dude.
Yeah, probably.
Because all they are is just filler content, basically. How's it looking on the... It looks like it's doing good.
Let me see.
I haven't dropped any frames. Last time we barely started, and after like 5-10 minutes, it was already dropping 10%.
For real. Yeah, it looks fine for now.
Okay. Alright, well. Shall we see what Raven does to this poor gator and her human love interest?
That's where she fucked up.
Rah.
Rah.
Alright. So, to recap, we got through the quote-unquote demo, because the demo happened. We basically played through what the demo had. Now we're going to the actual game, quote-unquote. Even though it all pertains, it all kind of comes together.
That was a terrible recap.
Okay, you recap it, then genius.
So, to recap, we got finished with the last hot day of the summer, and we got Olivia to come outside with her family.
Yeah, we got her to come out the closet.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Close enough. Alright, let's go.
Oh, let me do the thing again. They signed me back into online mode.
Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. No issues. We're good. Okay. September 25th, which is actually 5 days
In like 3 weeks.
No, actually, oh
What?
yeah, we're in August.
Bitch, it's...
It's been nearly a full month and things are starting to feel natural in school now. Well, at least compared to my old schools. Except now I've actually made some good friends. I'm pretty sure we're good friends anyways. I don't really know how to measure friendship. Outside of that party a few days ago, I haven't hung out with any of them outside of school. If friends just hung out at school and good friends did stuff outside of school, where does that put us? Well, it's still early in the school year. I'll figure out the friendship conversion rate at some point. It's not like I'm rushing either. Shades! Focus! Jesus Christ. Leaving my current thoughts, I realize I have been in the middle of climbing a rock wall in the gymnasium. Huh? Why was I spacing out again?
No. Oh.
Oh, right. All the blood is rushing in my head. I was just fucking... Alright, peel yourself off my majestic gym floor and hit the showers! Made it just in time. I take my seat right next to Olivia. Right next to Olivia and let myself relax for a second. Olivia is...
Right next to my gator girl.
As usual, doodling away at her notebook. See, the thing is that you say that, if you say it the right way, it won't sound like you're trying to hit on her. It's just like, what's up, my gator girl, you know? I take a quick peek at her new work, curious to see what she's trying to turn into a caricature today. Instead, the page is filled with various scribbles of what looks to be a rat. The only piece of shading for its fur is just on its head, save for a white spot around its right eye. Looks
Fucking
like
love
the
rats.
same one she doodled on the note we passed around in history class. The mirrored mural shows it in various poses and scenarios, some basic and some pretty creative. There's even one wearing a cape and wielding a ridiculously giant sewing needle like a sword. Hollow Knight? I think that's a Hollow Knight reference, probably.
Nice.
Maybe, oh no, actually it might be a Berserk reference. Yeah, ridiculously giant, so yeah, so it's probably Berserk. These rat duels of yours are pretty cute.
Thanks. Actually, that reminds me. Look who else I drew over the weekend.
She lifts a couple of pages out of her sketchbook and holds it up for me to see. Much to my surprise, it's none other than Mia. Olivia decided to draw her as what I can only describe in the most flattering of ways as a druggy harlot. Her clothes are even more ripped than her usual attire. Her jacket is filled with all kinds of unflattering patches, and her hair is styled into a gaudy mohawk that only detracts slightly from her face full of piercings and rings. In fact, she has a couple of rings piercing her eyelids to the point that I think it would be impossible to keep her eyes open from the weight.
Oh
That's
God.
not even getting into all the tattoos that Olivia has drawn on Mia's face. Can't help but let out a snicker at the sight.
You like?
She's sporting a smug grin as she looks my way. I mean, it's funny, but how can she even breathe with all those nose rings?
Doesn't need to. She's full of hot air already.
The girl chuckles at her own joke. Better if she saw it, steam would blow out her ears. Honey, you have to do it, even though Pazuzu will be scared.
I thought I made that noise, but apparently my mic didn't pick it up. Yeah, she'd stomp around uselessly and then do nothing else.
Seems like you have a pretty good idea on how she works.
She's just predictable. It's not rocket science.
We're interrupted by a pair of students. I recognize them, though I only know one of their names.
Yo, Inko, my Humi!
Okay, good. I thought I was gonna have to explain how to pronounce that.
So, I saw what you submitted for the contest, and I just love it.
Oh, it's this part. Okay, cool. I didn't know it happened this fucking fast. Holy shit.
It was so good, I just had to show it to my friend. Yeah, man. I just had to come see who made it when Lunara told me all about it. And when she told me, I was like, oh my god. I just knew when I saw you, you had that artistic spirit. Autistic spirit.
I hate the fact that you're doing that so well.
I know how to do it. That's how I used to talk sometimes.
Yeah, back when fucking middle school, maybe.
Pretty damn fantastic, especially for a newbie.
I'm a bit taken aback by her backhanded compliment. Still, it is a compliment. The first real one I've had ever since coming to St. Hammond. About my art, I mean.
Oh my gosh, I never introduced myself to Hi. I'm Kiara. It's so nice to meet you.
Lenara and Kiara.
That's cute. I like their names.
Yeah, likewise.
I like them. They're cute. Cool.
I mean, it's not that great of a piece. It's just something I had on hand.
Last minute. Damn, you're selling yourself way too short there. Yeah, your work is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm thinking we should hang out sometime. Oh, you slut! Stop trying to get into his pants! Oh shit, the bell's ringing soon. Already? Damn. Well, it was nice seeing you again, Inko. Keep up the great work. Be seeing you later. Yeah, I'll be seeing you real soon, Inko. Damn, she's just a slut, huh? Okay. Straight up.
I can't help but smile as my new friends wave their goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy, yeah.
A heady feeling of joy washing through my head as I replay their words of praise repeatedly. In the corner of my eye, Olivia's smile reflects the overwhelming cheer I'm feeling. Though it seems to vanish the moment I look her way.
Seems like you're becoming the talk of school.
I mean, I hoped that I'd get some positive feedback about my work, but I didn't realize that it would be that good. Olivia chews her lip in contemplation before turning to me.
Say, Inko, can I see your submission?
Sure, give me a second. Luckily, I'm prepared, as not only do I have my portfolio drive, but I finally set up a cloud drive for it. It's as simple as opening up the application on my phone and swiping an exact digital copy to present to Olivia. Ta-da! I consider it my magnum opus. Magnum opus. I finally got to say it.
Oh, Lord. You keep a copy of it on your phone?
got my whole portfolio in cloud storage. I learned it was good practice from a couple of artist blogs. So what do you think?
Oh.
Olivia squints at my phone as she does her best to formulate her opinion.
It's, nice. The compost of it is really something.
I like how you were going to autocomplete the composition.
Yeah, I was.
You mean composition?
Yeah, my fucking brain was like, that's not correct. Yeah, that. You did great, Inko.
Huh. Getting a compliment from Olivia from her work feels a bit alien to me. Maybe, just maybe, this was the start of something new. Yeah, I can almost feel it now. Inko Ginito, ace photographer, capable of capturing masterpieces through a photo lens.
Oh god, I hate him so much.
Yeah, that has a nice ring to it.
It's so annoying.
Olivia must see my self-congratulatory grin because her own drops.
Alright, you did good. Don't let it get to your head.
When the grin remains, she forces it off by elbowing me in the chest. Ah!
Warned you.
It's going to leave a bruise. That exchange we had as Olivia and I get ready for class. As was the norm by now, Mr. Hidaka began class with some violent abuse of school property. Good morning, good morning. Now settle down, we've got announcements to go over. I sit back in my seat, so
You just have a stroke.
That's because I was continuing in Hidakan's voice, so I was just like, I had to fucking kick it out of my mouth. I sit back in my seat, subtly filling out the spot where Olivia smacked me to check. Yep, bruised. Sheesh.
Oh my god.
As a pale pterodon continued on reading from the announcement sheet like he did every day, I found myself lost in my own thoughts. Nothing else really happens that I'd consider out of the ordinary. Things that are new, like the school itself, are finally starting to become mundane. Later at lunch, I'm rattling off my best stand-up to Olivia while Damien's out getting seconds. Liz had retreated to her usual space in the rafters. And then he says, "Oh goddamn!" Olivia's hand flies to her nose, trying and failing to contain the snort-filled laughter. It sets off a chain reaction as my own laughter spills over in my mouthful of cheap school burger.
God, you suck at comedy, Inko.
Olivia drinks greedily from her canteen to alleviate her sore vocal cords. Is that why you're all out of breath?
It was a pity laugh. Stick to photography.
You got a better one? The mood is slow to settle, but once Olivia has caught her breath, she speaks with a snide smile.
In fact, I do. So a Triceratops, a T-Rex, and a Rhino Rex find a lamp.
Her mouth clamped shut and her eyes go wide. Perfect. I was looking for you two. Olivia cast her eyes down to her lunch, spearing.
Hey, I wanted to hear the joke.
Hey Ben, what's up? I figured I'd come by and congratulate you on your submission entry. This again? I mean, it is my best piece, but all the praise for it is so surprising. It's exhilarating, all these compliments and everything. Thanks, man. Hey, maybe I'll be the winner of the contest. What do you think, Olivia? The green gator girl flinches, then shakes his head. Also, Olivia, great to catch you here. Principal Scalar wanted me to remind you that you need to clean up after yourself. Leaving messes in classes can disrupt students in other periods. Scalar said that. Why not tell Olivia herself? She's busy and tired of reminding you. Olivia scoffs at the mention of our principal, yet keeps her mouth firmly closed. Must not be that important then. Inko, I just spent my entire second period cleaning up her mess because she's not taking anything seriously. I'm not supposed to be Scalar's errand boy, and I'm certainly not supposed to be a personal janitor.
Then why are you?
That's exactly the face that Olivia
I know.
I'm left to frown at Olivia, giving Ben the silent treatment. Was it wrong for me to think she'd be more open with everyone else like she is with me? Do you know how hard it is to scrub baking soda out from the carpet once it's dried? Why don't you just pour vinegar?
What?
Or water?
My man's has no idea how to clean stains. Got it.
Can you just try not to make other people's lives harder?
Dude,
What
don't
the
be a
hell?
dick.
I didn't mean that. I went too far. Sorry. Olivia tries shooting me an indifferent gaze. It cracks a bit into embarrassment when I don't return it. Ben's comment is completely uncalled for. I can't just stand around if she's not even going to defend herself. Come on, Ben, leave her alone. My point being, Olivia, this is completely ridiculous. I expect better from you. Expect? How can you have expectations for her? That came out a little wrong.
Nope.
Well, I expect her to do the bare minimum and not waste my time.
He's being a douche.
Olivia doesn't even bother looking at Ben. Instead, she's looking at me with that sad face until she quietly wheels away from us. I think I went a little too far there. Man, he pinches his brow and sighs. I'm left standing here with the student council president. I wonder what I had done that earned me Olivia's ire just now. That bad? Mia really wanted me to have lunch with her today. She's definitely going to give me an earful after school. He glances at his phone and grimaces at the notifications. Spoke too soon. She's giving me one now. Well, you should probably grab your lunch while there's still time. Ben glances up at one of the clocks in the lunchroom. There's only about 10 minutes of lunch left. You're right. The lines usually closed 5 minutes ago. His fist hammers his palm in epiphany. Oh, you use the vending machines out there. Anything good there? Been enjoying the atomic hot taquitos recently. But Damien tells me he's a bigger fan of the bitter melon bites. Takis, basically.
Takis. Okay. Yeah, I was just like, what could that possibly be?
Bitter melon it is. I don't think my tail can handle that amount of capsaicin.
Are you eating it with your tail?
I think he's saying that his ass can't handle it. Ben gets up from his seat.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Alright, I'll go check it out. One of his feet gets caught in the stool and he stumbles head first.
Oh shit!
Right into Damon's tray, stacked high with mystery meat.
No!
Face plants right through the tray and onto the floor. On the bright side, the mystery meat cushions his fall. On the dark side, the mystery meat cushions his fall.
He's
Oh, Ben, you alright?
What is it called?
Huh?
Herbivore, right?
Yeah. I jump from my seat and go to help him up. Instinctively, I take a look around the cafeteria. All eyes are on us. I already hear it starting. Various murmurs about the safety of the student council president, murmurs that start breaking into tears. I know how the song and dance goes. It's over for Ben. Gets up and dusts off his blazer. Not exactly what I meant when I said meet and greet, Damien. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. All of a sudden, the entire attitude of the cafeteria shifted before my eyes. The jeers were deflated into a general amusement that permeated through the room. One of the nearby students stands up and hands him a few napkins to wipe his face off. Hey, thanks. How does he manage to stay composed while covered in school mystery meat? Both impressed and jealous. You okay? Thought you couldn't eat meat. Nah, even if I swallowed it, it'd take a lot more than that to be really an issue. I'll be fine. Thanks for the concern, though. Even as he brushes off the lunchroom grime, Ben carries himself with dignity. If that had been me, this guy has some seriously quick wit. No, there's probably a little more to it than that. Man, I was looking forward to eating that. Why on earth did you even have that much meatloaf? Asked the cafeteria lady earlier this morning to let me have the leftovers. Although
fair enough.
It's gone a bit to waste. He eyes the remains on the floor. Some poor Danner is going to have to mop all that up. Maybe. Don't even.
Damien.
The bell signaling our next class tolls. The fist fights and gangs war seized on command. Everyone starts milling towards the exits.
I want to know more about these gang wars.
Cafeteria empties though enough that I can clearly see the bench-shaped meatloaf and angel on the floor. It's a familiar rubbery and textured feeling in my fingertips. My instincts had kicked in, hands going for my camera to capture the moment, for which a sense of shame rose over me, that I would even consider capturing something like this, especially when it's happening to a friend. Get up from my seat with a heavy sigh and finally head for my next class. Hope Ben will have the time to clean up before photography. He's got 5 minutes. Well, he's student council. He could come back whenever the hell he wants.
Right.
On my way to photography, I'm still a bit caught up by what just happened. I think I'm starting to see how Ben accomplished that. I mean, ordinarily an incident that embarrassing would be just detrimental to your social standing. On my first day, I went through something like that. An event so humiliating, people were spreading rumors for days. Sure, they died out pretty quick, but the fact is it happened. The moment everything is fine, and suddenly something you couldn't have even seen coming just upends your life. Stuff like that can happen all the time to anyone. Something that's always terrified me. Something that just happened to Ben. Only, it was exempt. He was quick on his feet and diffused the situation faster than it could have even really started. It's like disaster avoidance. I seriously think it's the most important skill one can have. To have everything under control, to see trouble from a mile away and make it a non-issue even when it takes you by surprise. That sort of social capital is something I need. Maybe it's a little selfish, but if I were seen that way, when any sudden happenings would be forgiven instantly. Of course, Ben isn't alone. The world is full of people with that skill. Only I'd be lying if I said most of them deserved it. Those people able to get away with stuff use their unique ability for just that, getting away with stuff. What should be seen as a blessing of social buffer is just some enabling trait of theirs, a charismatic get-out-of-jail-free card. If I had that ability, I'd use it to push myself to my limits, both artistically and productively. That's my ultimate goal. Ben is one of the good ones, definitely. He's definitely earned my respect over this. The question remains, though, how do I get like that? The line of thinking is cut off as I round the next corner.
Oh. I don't remember the voice I gave her. Fuck. Wanted to talk with you, Livia.
The center of the hallway intersection, I say Mia and Olivia. Hope you have water.
No, shit. Oh, come the fuck on now, Livia. Don't be such a killjoy. I'm trying to be nice here.
The grin on Mia's face is jovial as she stands before the wheelchair-bound girl, her tail lazily swaying as she eyes Olivia. Man, I never realized how lethal the spikes in her tail look.
You're so pretty. After all, have to be nice to someone as talented as Livia, don't I?
Behind her are a pair of similarly smiling saurian girls. Actually, wait a minute. Those two... are Mia's friends?
Why? I mean, she knows her way around a palette and canvas. Right, Livia? A paraplegic Picasso here? That's you, right? What the fuck was that?
What?
I think you, like, moved your mouse too far down and a split second of Discord came up and it was terrifying. I can't imagine how useless you must feel otherwise. I'm so glad you're able to put those thoughts aside and paint some things you like.
Mia takes a step towards Olivia, her previous expression taking on a more ominous air.
Yet, for all that talent and untapped potential, you seem to lack some of the basics expected of a functioning young adult.
Mia's lips parted, revealing a full grin.
I hear you've been a really dirty, messy little baby, leaving your stuff everywhere in class and getting it all over the place. I didn't like what she said. That sounded weird.
Well, too bad, honey. You just said that. Put it on the internet. Someone's going to use it later. Don't worry about that.
Oh, no. They should stick you in a cute little bib.
Kiara and Lenora laughed, jeering loudly at Olivia. Mia snapped her fingers, causing the two of them to go quiet. I still don't want to believe it. Those two so nice to me. What are they doing with Mia? I know them. They're smart. They know if this is what it looks like it's horrible. And they're not the kind of people who punch down like this. They all decided to do this, right? So what's going on? Is there more to the situation? He takes another step forward to figure out leaning over Lydia as she looks down with a cool sneer on her lips.
Normally, I wouldn't waste my time trying to single you out, but I'm gonna use this moment to make you get the picture. Benny was supposed to join me for lunch, but he had to stay behind to clean up after your mess. You got your issues. You can't ride a bike, whatever. That's your fucking problem. Stop making it mine, Livia. Or do I need to start being a problem for you? Yeah, does Ben look like your nanny? Well, she does come prepackaged with a stroller. Come on, Mia, that's crossing the line. Not like she can stand up to you, or anyone. What? I'm just chatting with Liv here.
You're enjoying this in a weird way, aren't you?
This is scary. I like that picture of her, I'm not gonna lie. But if I did hurt your feelings, I'm really sorry.
Kiara's beat clicks loudly and repetitively, while Lunar's hand covers her mouth giggle.
Oh, don't take it so personally, Livia. I'm just teasing you. Right, Liv? We're all just one big happy family here. Lord knows some of us could use one. Whatever you're doing, it just keeps appearing and it's scary.
I don't even know how to respond to that. I want to hear both sides of the story here. What history Mia and Olivia have for a competition like this. I think getting this upset over her missing lunch with Ben is extreme, but Mia's friends remain by her side, completely steadfast against Olivia. Is it that bad? And yet, Olivia says nothing to her. She has her head atop the knuckles. She has her head atop the knuckles of her hand, like I would during Prockling's history lessons. There are moments where Olivia's tail would press onto the floor, shifting her chair back or to the side. It looked like she was attempting to sidestep the conversation with that muscular tail, but Mia's own movements cut off her own escape attempts. Nia returns the calm stare. There's no motion, but the staring contest was a fight in its own way, and the first to look away would lose. Olivia's frigid indifference against Mia's piercing gaze. Kiara ends up dropping her phone and both glare at her simultaneously. A draw.
Yara, I swear I'll kill you one of these days.
You're gonna add a fucking in there, weren't you?
I was. Sorry. She's taking over.
Oh no! Well, boys, it was nice knowing you. I'll see you on the other side. Olivia takes the opportunity to move past Mia.
See you, bitch.
Mia takes no time to toughen her stance and continue her spew of insults.
What? Leaving so soon?
No response.
And so quickly. That's almost normal walking speed. I was honestly thinking you need a cooler nickname to go with your need for speed. Hot Wheels.
In an instant, Olivia stops to a squeaking halt. Gone was her stoic face, and in its place were eyes wide with shock.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I just smacked Keta. How the hell?
Olivia's pace falters. Mia quickly steps ahead again and places a foot on her left wheel.
Your brain-dead finhead friend told me back in gym class. He went on about how you had it back when you were still soiling your diapers. She really likes this baby stuff. I don't like it. Honestly, I think you should embrace it. So say it. Well. Are you retarded, you stupid bitch? Fucking say it. God, do you need fucking speech therapy too? Say it! Hot Wheels! Hot Wheels. See, I knew you could do it. Kind of fitting. I agree with half of it.
With his claws dig into her arm wrists.
Maybe that's the nuance. The point is that only half of it works.
Nia turns to look at Kiara and Lenara, eliciting some more giggling from them.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind us making it cool again, though, right? I mean, you were such a winner back then.
Mia leans in close, her voice now a harsh stage whisper as she glares daggers through Olivia.
What's wrong, Hot Wheels? Don't want to talk anymore? Am I not good enough for you?
Even from afar, I can tell that Olivia is starting to lose her composure. Her tail lays limp on the floor as if the energy to hold it was drained away. My god. I think this is bullying.
Bro!
Really, Inko? What could have clued you in, bud?
My god, I think they're bullying her! Keta, what do they do?
They're eating her! Then they're gonna eat me! Oh my god! Hold on, I gotta.
This man never seen fucking bullying in his entire life? Like, what the fuck?
Apparently. Okay, fucking, there. I had to fix something on this shit. Okay, there we go. Fucking know what the fuck. Yeah, okay. I don't want to believe it, but it's undeniable now. This is textbook bullying. It's unfair. It's like when you're in line to use the restroom after hours and hours of waiting and someone cuts in front of you. Completely inexcusable. Is this the part where I should step in? What do I even say? I have to at least try, right? It's my duty as a fellow student. Maybe I don't need to say anything at all. Just being present for Olivia against the Horde? It certainly wouldn't help if I got an even bigger target on my back from Mia. Mia wrenches herself free from Mia's foot and continues down the hall. The others follow like vultures. Oh man, I need to think and act fast. Legs move on their own and I cross into the hallway. I'm instantly noticed Mia's already registered my presence and her expression changes. My heart starts beating quicker and harder. Time's up for being indecisive.
Nah, shit.
You know what I would have done? Camera. This is going in my cringe compilation.
Jesus Christ, you are a cringe compilation.
So which one are you gonna do? You've already made decisions. This is like probably the second or third decision, so I can't tell you what where you're going because this one has more decisions if I remember correctly. Probably, I don't know.
Okay, so I remember something you said. You said that these are Inko's choices. They're not ours, like how Anon's were.
What do you mean?
Like, you gotta think about how Inko acts, right?
You remember, yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with Anon. You have to
yeah, but I feel like Anon... Me and Anon have the same brain cell, okay? Inko's a little puss baby, though.
Okay, which would you think that he would be able to do?
He is not going to be able to fucking defend against this bullshit. He'll just say something stupid like he always does. So let's just do the second one.
You sure?
Yeah, and yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
As soon as we choose this one, it's going to start divulging into a path, okay? This is...
I'm scared, yes.
As soon as you choose whichever one...
Just do it!
Okay, you sure?
Yes! I screamed and Pazuzu got scared.
I'll defend Olivia then.
No!
As much as I want to go off on Mia and her posse, Olivia wouldn't want me to try standing up for her again. Not after how I tried to handle it with Ben.
Fair enough.
I'd probably fumble the words and make myself look like a fool anyway.
Oh, thank God.
So there's really not much I can do. What I can do is nothing. Say nothing, do nothing, just wait for Olivia to pass by. She stops a bit in confusion, but quickly remembers she's currently on the run. She passes by, I follow down the same hallway, slowing my pace to be slightly behind her. Olivia turns to
oh, he's being a buffer.
With equal parts surprise and dread. I think a part of her fears that I'm about to say or do something really stupid. Instead, I merely give a warm smile. To be picked on by that many people at once, all certain they're doing no wrong, is terrifying. In moments like this, she should know that someone's got her back. Even if I have nothing to offer, at least the playing field will be a bit less one-sided. And then she has someone beside her.
Hold on, Mia's eating a biscuit she found on the floor.
That would be Mia.
The hell? Hey, I know that jacket. And I know that bullseye for a head from miles away.
The group starts following behind us. Olivia glances over to me, and I return with a small smile.
Well, if it ain't Baldy. Baldy's Basics? Coming to save the day or something?
Don't respond, instead I keep my head forward and keep on walking with Olivia. That seems to catch me a bit off guard, as I can hear the gears in her mind visibly start to turn.
Hey, I'm still talking to you, Hot Wheels.
Sounds of shuffling boots start to gain on us.
Just because you have Baldy here now to protect you ain't gonna save your hide. Neither him or any of your dipshit friends.
You can see Olivia's claws digging into her armrest as the nickname. By the way, she maintains her apathetic leer. The more we walk, the more obscenities Mia keeps blurting out to try and get a rise out of either of us.
This is why you don't have any real friends, you skipless salamander. The fuck?
I don't know if Olivia has a plan, because I can't fully understand why she's letting Mia walk all over her like this. But I remain steadfast and believe that she knows what she's doing. It's all I really can do.
Who'd even want to be Who'd even want to be with a cripple like you?
I can hear Mia laughing at her own words. Olivia, please change your mind and waste this bitch.
Ah, so you got something to say now, Hot Wheels?
She shrugs.
If that's how you feel, Mia. What?
Olivia doesn't say anything else. She only turns around and begins to wheel herself down the hallway. For a
Damn.
moment, I stand in place and watch as Mia tries to process what happened. Even our posse looks confused, unsure of what to say.
You really got her, Mia. Yeah, definitely showed that leathery bitch.
Mia jerks her head to
Oh, God.
and glares at them, angered by their pity comments. Then she stares me down with obsidian daggers in her eyes. Well, that's my cue to leave. With the grace of a headless chicken, I scrambled down the hallway to catch up with Olivia. Around near the corner, there's no Olivia to be found. Where'd she go?
Damn, she ditched your ass.
I suddenly hear Lunara's voice echoing down the hall, followed closely by Mia's.
Mia, what are you doing? Oh, Jesus. Get back here, you fucks!
Oh no. Oh no. Not alone. Not with them. Dreadfully,
Oh,
as I
shit,
hear
he's
the pursuing
fucked.
predator's heavy footsteps approach me. I'm grabbed from behind. I'm dead. Whoa! Suddenly, I'm violently pulled aside, right into the school's elevator by the collar of my jacket.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God it wasn't Mia. She jams the key into the slot and
You hurt me.
mashes to the button for the second level. As the doors close, we hear Mia roar out for us.
Next time I see those two, I'll make sure that oversized cue ball has to use that wheelchair of hers instead.
Thankfully, the elevator doors close shut, and the car jerks upwards before making its ascent.
You keep hurting me, stop
Never knew I
it!
feel grateful to be in this death trap. As I catch the breath I had unknowingly held, my eyes align with a pair of silver serpentine eyes.
I appreciate what you did for me back there.
I'm surprised. Not sure what to say back, really. Sad, I smile back and nod. In return, she gives me a half smile before composing herself.
You should, roll with me in the elevator now.
How come?
Well, you've just become enemies with her. If she sees you, there'll be a wad of gum under her boot. Hot.
Joy.
Yeah, your best bet is just to avoid her now. This way you stay out of the halls.
I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Hey, the elevator will stop Mia from beating the snot out of me in the entire rest of the school.
Yes.
You hear the small electronic being of the elevator and the door slide open. History class is as bland as it usually is. Brockling continues prattling on about some sort of historical event, but most of my attention is on Olivia. She has her hoodie over her head and looks lost in thought. That altercation must have shaken her up more than I thought it would be. Part of me wants to ask if she'll be okay, even though I'd already asked 3 times already. But the last thing I'd want to do is prod at her. Soon enough, class nears its end and Olivia uses her accommodation to leave the class early. Besides, we can talk about it after school if she wants to anyways. The more I think about it, the more I realize that I had my first real confrontation with a bully at school. I'd heard once that when you get into a fight for the first time, you throw up from the adrenaline. No fists were thrown, but I feel about the same right now. Bring my hands
God, he's such a pussy.
Jeez, Melissa. The first time I got into a fight, I got punched, and I stared at the guy like, was that supposed to hurt? and then later they took us both to fucking, I forget what it's called, to SAC. I just stood up to Mia with Olivia and I end up in this mess. The final class ends and I'm set free for the day.
Chicken.
Stepping out of St. Hammond's main entrance, I'm surprised to see my friends huddled together in a tightly knit group. I usually don't see any of them after school. I always assume they left as soon as the bell rang. Hey guys, what's going on? Inko! Damon looks exceptionally worried as he glances at me. Inko, you believe me, right? Pardon? Olivia's nostrils flare with an exasperated snore. I didn't mean for any of that to happen. What's the matter, Damien? When Mia asked about the nickname stuff from so long ago, I just blurted it out. She didn't say she'd use it for something so unscrupulous.
That's a big word for him.
It took me more than a moment to figure out what was happening. Because Damien feels culpable for what happened, what Mia said, but why?
Oh. You don't know what that word means.
Who cares? Inko, really, I didn't mean for any of that to happen. Hey, I believe you, man. Your heart was in the right place.
Olivia told us what happened with Mia, calling her some nickname.
Damien leans back over an unresponsive Olivia. Oh no, she's dead. Hands spread.
Unresponsive. She said you were there too?
I was, yeah. Olivia, you know that nickname way back when we were kids. Damien's words were dismissed with a roll of her smoky eyes.
He really didn't mean it, Olivia. I know already!
For a split second, she bored row upon row of sharp teeth before gnashing her maw in frustration. Olivia's nostrils flare out with a huff of hot breath again, and I could practically see everything from her day finally weighing on her.
Dude, just let her throw a fucking tantrum, like, God. You were just being you again, Damien.
She just needs to vent.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish you weren't, but whatever.
There's a grittiness to her voice once more, but she continues on. Tells her canteen up to her lips, but drops it immediately. Empty again. The grit in her voice is back, but she presses on.
My nickname is just that. A nickname. I don't want to hear it again. especially from her, and especially if it's just going to get under my skin.
Olivia stares at Damien for a while before breaking contact to glance at Liz and I. Why not? Wait, did I say that?
Oh, God damn it.
Why did I ask that? Just kind of
Bro,
came
just
out.
stop talking.
Liz notices Damien still organizing his thoughts. Seeing as neither of the others are going to answer coherently, she says,
Well, I wasn't around for this, but when they were freshmen in middle school, that's not what they're called. Okay. Damien and Olivia would take the bus every weekend to an arcade in the city.
I like how tripped up you are with the freshman in middle school.
That confused me. I guess he came up with the nickname around then, and it stuck.
That's tough, right? But I did come up with it. I didn't come up with it.
Oh my God, he's in the void.
Okay, hold on. I brought a chunk of change for us to play stuff with each other. A match on just about anything there was a quarter, probably still is. But I don't think I won even once. Once she stood to winning something, it's like a switch that went off in her head. Never seen Olivia get like that. Some of the teenagers watching too. They saw everything. A couple challenged her once. I ran out of cash, and sure enough, she ended up clearing house all afternoon. It was all she'd talk about at school all week until we could go back for more. Only took like a month for her to be recognized as some local champion. Sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember really who or when, but I do know it's proof she's got that fire in her.
Thank you, Ellis.
I should have given if he ever does exposition again, I'll slowly turn his voice into Ellis.
I told you to give him Ellis's voice, and you didn't listen to me.
If you want me to, I could.
No, it's too late.
You guys know what sucked the heads mean? I can do it. I don't mind. We're changing. Okay, officially, Damien's voice and Alice's voice. We're changing his voice. Wow, yeah, that's. God damn it. I was gonna just do the normal voice again. I had fun back then. Guess I forgot I wasn't supposed to bring it up. Have things really changed that much?
And you did again.
Damien hisses to himself. Sorry.
You don't have to do the Ellis voice, oh my God.
Well, I mean, I gave the dad a country voice, so I guess it just makes
sense. You know what? That is true. You did.
Wait, does that mean you have to give Vinny a country voice too?
Yeah, little baby country voice.
Okay, cool.
But you're right. That was the best time of my life. The name Hot Wheels belongs to 10-year-old me. Not current me.
Hey, that's a great story. Do you recognize so well that you get a cool nickname? It sounds amazing being a champion. Being a winner. Well, a disdain for the title.
I'm not.
What?
Not a winner anymore. Because you don't go to the arcade anymore? If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's only like a half hour away.
Maybe it looks at Liz like she just recommended everyone watch the newest Netsticks anime. Well, if this story is anything to go by.
God damn it, it's that face again.
I have to see you be a winner again. It was breath and sketch for a moment. I'm sure these guys want to see it too. Damon's the one that dragged you to our lunch table all this time, right? Look at him. He's nearly killed over because he's afraid of losing that part of you. And Liz?
I think I'd like to see why you and Damien are really close friends. Because they live together? Because it's like his sister? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I get it, but like... I mean, even normal siblings don't get along as well as they do.
So, are me and brother just fucking weird?
Well, because you guys went through a lot of shit. You had each other, and that's the point. Other siblings, they may not need to rely on each other as much. Maybe sometimes they will, but it won't be... I mean, you see me with my brothers and sisters. I was the youngest, and because of the fact that they all had their own lives, I rarely saw them. So, do I still consider them siblings? Yeah, but have their lives.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Just as quick as I gained the bravado to speak up, my words left me immediately. I think I accidentally put Olivia on the spot there. Whoops.
God damn it. Wow.
Tail rolls along the ground a bit in contemplation.
You guys really care that much about it? I wouldn't mind it from you guys.
All at once, Damien lights up. Yes! Alright, Hot Wheels back!
You guys now refers to Liz and Ingo.
Haha. Damien's shoulders drop for a moment, but he quickly recovers. Hey, if we're getting the name out again, we should go visit the arcade together sometime.
I'd rather not.
Okay, then how about a better name like Death Row? Olivia swings her tail around to trip him, but he's fast enough to jump over it. Damon's words flood out as he contemplates new nicknames for Olivia and trying to
No, Lord.
many of which are shot down by her or leave Liz and I chuckling. Gradually, our giggles died down, and the four of us chatted a bit more about the day in general. Eventually, Damien and Liz headed their respective ways, with Olivia deciding to stick around. Most of the school has filtered out to their various homebound rides or to their after-school activities, leaving Olivia and I all alone.
Hey, I'll roll with you.
Really? I mean, I don't mind, of course.
It's nothing. This is only a few blocks away anyway. Besides, I'm sure someone would beat you up and take your lunch money if I didn't.
You know what that reminds me of? Remember that time when I bought lunch and then these guys came over asking me to give them my lunch for some fucking reason?
Yeah.
And then you gave them your leftovers and then they fucked off?
Yep.
That was really funny. There's plenty of time to make it to the next train, so the two of us take it easy. The sun finally managed to break through the autumn clouds, making the walk almost unseasonably warm. Man, I thought the last day of summer was weeks ago.
Global warming. It was. I don't mind it staying warm longer, though. Feels pretty great to me.
Olivia gives her chair an extra hard push, and herself glide by unaided for long enough to stretch out her arms to bask in the sunlight. I might have figured you'd like the heat.
Oh, what? Because I'm a dino?
No, not like that.
I'm just playing. Relax. Honey, I think she likes him. You're pretty touchy on that stuff, aren't you?
Two of us finally make it to the train platform, nestled as it is off the main street. I can see the train a few blocks away. Our walk timed up with its arrival perfectly. I just think it's important to be educated is all.
Even if you're, what, the only human at our school?
You flashed me a chicken grin as my train pulls up. Got to admit, but her mischievous nature is a little infectious. As the train doors open, I leave Olivia with one final jab, something I know she'd appreciate. Hey, whatever you say, Hot Wheels. They dodge out of the way for slashing claws, stepping smartly into the train as the doors close.
Inko, you son of a bitch! Get back here!
Goodbye. As the doors ding shut behind me, I can see an irate, still blushing Olivia waving her fists as the train begins to pull away. Still giggling, I managed to squeeze myself into a seat next to a yellow-scaled woman smelling faintly of hot dogs.
Wait a minute.
You know, I may pay for that comment later. The look on her face was totally worth it. Yeah,
Hot dog lady?
You're gonna see a lot of references to a Snoot game in this.
Lovely.
As the school year progresses, the day starts to feel like they're moving along much faster. Part of it may be the change of the season, however slight that change may be. While the calendar says it's officially fall, the only thing I've really noticed was the increasing number of clouds in the sky. Better safe than sorry though, which is why I bought my fancy compact carbon fiber umbrella. Still, things have started to be routine for me in the mornings. Wake up, throw on my clothes, consider eating breakfast before realizing I've wrecked my stomach. Walk to the station with a featherlight umbrella in hand. Doesn't have shower in there. We'll skip that. And wouldn't you know it, I end up having another chat with Mr. Ferris on the ride to school. Hello, Mr. Newell. How are you this morning? Doing fine, sir, thank you. How are you? I'm doing well. So, my niece told me over the weekend that you and Olivia were in a predicament of some sort. Yeah, Olivia was being picked on by someone. It's not a problem anymore. I see. Well, that's unfortunate to hear, and strange considering the substantial funding your school gets for anti-student harassment programs. That never works.
Yeah, that shit doesn't fucking work.
What good is all that tax money if classmates are still ragging at each other? If it means anything, Olivia knows how to handle herself. I was there to support her. That's fine, but the issue is this sort of thing shouldn't be happening to begin with.
Damn straight.
That aside, Liz has gotten somewhat enthusiastic recently regarding Olivia. She's surprised at how animated she's gotten. Ever since that get-together at Randall's place, I think. Randall. I'd wager you'd have something to do with it. Nope. Maybe a little. Yeah, it was certainly rocky in the beginning, but we've been warming up to each other. It's nice seeing a different side of her, even if it's brief. I don't know. Can I take credit for that? We all have unique chances to make a change. If you're good at grasping them, that in itself is something to be proud of. How do you know it's really a chance to do anything? He lets out a deep, reverberating chuckle. Well, to flip our usual script and let you in on an old phrase, a friend of mine once told me, if you see a fork in the road, take it. Yeah?
What?
Thanks, Mr. Ferris. Yeah, if you see a fork in the road, pick it up, take it.
Why is there forks in the road?
I don't know, but I mean, might as well take it. I remember when I was in elementary school, I found a $100 bill on the floor, and I thought I was the richest kid in the world.
Oh my god.
Whoever's parent lost their $100 bill that day, I'm sorry. However, why did you have $100 just flying out of your wallet at an elementary school? What were you doing? Like my mornings, the school days had become routine as well. Slave through PE with Damien, see Olivia's new doodles and sketches in art class, watch Liz lose her mind tutoring Damien at lunch, talk shop with Ben. Though now I have to avoid Mia like the plague because she's surely out to kill me. All said, I think St. Hammond has been my best school experience out of... Man, I've lost count of how often I've moved. Must be the fresh head trauma. As for today...
Ah!
What do you think about how she looks in this?
I love her hair like that. What the fuck? It's so cute. Why is she such a bitch?
It's been raining pretty often recently, so Coach Solly made us play more dodgeball in the gym. Yeah, it was definitely good for me, but the way she launched them at me with the speed of a catapult. I rest in Dawkins' class, popping my spine against the curve of my chair. Apparently today is a short day because of some assembly, so the period will end much earlier than usual. Also means we get most of the period to slack off, do homework. Bounce to the desk next to me in hopes of catching Olivia's latest artistic masterpiece. Then I notice she's not drawing and instead only fidgeting. Hey Olivia, you seem a bit nervous. Everything alright?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's just that been hearing rumors about the school's shared drive might have been corrupt.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really.
How could something like that happen?
I'm not sure, but I'm scared that it might have messed with the art contest submissions. I think you should check out your entry on the website just to make sure it's okay.
Knowledge, you don't fail me now.
Oh lord.
Take out my phone and type in the school's website. Fast fingers lead me to the art contest tab. Can this loading bar go any slower? Finally, the page loads in and... Oh. Looks like the submissions have been closed.
What?
Held the phone up for Olivia to show her the page. The submissions have been closed since voting started last week.
Oh.
Jeez, I thought Mr. Docket had spooked me. Olivia's all seized up. Well, that's quite reassuring. The submission's closed. There's no chance of any hacker messing with them. Olivia doesn't seem convinced, still drumming her fingers on the desk. Hopefully she'll feel loads better with the preliminary winners revealed. Speaking of which, when are we? As the bell sounds, the class begins to pack their things in Yadaka and corrals everybody into a single file line. Alright, everyone.
For all the dinos.
We have an assigned row, so stick together. Before I
Lame.
join the rest of the line, I look back at Olivia, who seems to be stalling. Come on, I'll walk with you. It seems to stir something in her. She glances up to me while hastily shoving a notebook into her bag.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I wonder what's wrong with her. As we head out the door, I notice Olivia shuffling her hoodie a lot. Do you think Mia got to her or something?
She can.
I like how you didn't even answer my question. You just said chicken.
No, that's what I was calling Mia.
Oh, okay. It's not a long walk to the auditorium. Despite Iodakun's best attempts, most of the class winters off to sit with their friends. Having expected this, he shrugs and makes his way over to the back of the auditorium where the other teachers are.
Fair enough.
Olivia and I are left to the struggling crowd, trying to filter into the cramped theater of the school. It's going to be difficult finding some seats.
Sorry.
Did you find floor chicken?
Yeah, she found floor chicken.
God.
It's fine. I have a spot. I don't know if I'd want to eat the floor chicken in the gymnasium.
Well, no, they're in the theater.
Oh.
Olivia
Sorry, I was used to our assemblies being in the gymnasium.
I think there was one that was in the theater, and I think it was for graduation.
No idea.
Because our class was the largest, but also the smallest. No, wait, it was the largest.
No, that was for your graduation. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Because you got the separate one.
Olivia wheels herself down the pathway, to which I follow suit. She heads down the aisle until we're at the first row of seats. There's a vacant spot where a typical seat would be with a faded handicap sign. Olivia parks her chair into the empty spot, to which I take the seat next to her.
Best seats in the house, right?
Can't complain. As the hall fills with more students, my anticipation rises. Oh man, I can hardly wait for the announcements. So, do you think I have a chance?
Huh? Oh, maybe. Geography isn't super popular, but...
Olivia folds her hands on her lap, staring straight ahead as her voice trails off. I knew that, but I'm so hopeful.
Hey guys!
I have to remind myself that this is normal. Hey Liz.
She's so pretty. I can't believe it's finally here. Gosh, I'm so excited.
Me too. By the way, where's Damien?
Oh my god.
I'm over here. Damien is
like
in
a little
the far
shark.
back of the auditorium, yelling and waving his hands in the air to catch our attention. He's going to get in trouble for that. Frills, sit down! Damien immediately stops and takes a seat. With tempered expectations, we both sit in silence for just a few minutes before Principal Scaler walks on stage and taps on a standing microphone.
Okay, everyone. Got a whole bunch of important announcements to make, so I'll make them quick so we can all have an early lunch.
As soon as the idea of going on for an early lunch is brought up by Principal Scaler, the entire room goes as silent as a vigil.
I like her coffee mug.
I guess when it comes to an early lunch, it's serious business. Do you think she has cats at home?
Oh, she definitely does.
How many cats do you think she has?
Well, I can't see a wedding ring, so I guess that kind of depends.
I mean, she doesn't seem like she's married, because she would probably be...
You know what, that's true.
She would probably mention her husband like once or twice when we talked to her.
Yeah, so, probably a lot.
Okay, I'm only thinking maybe 2 or 3 because all she has that indicates that she likes cats is the mug. If she had like a cat pendant and like a cat bracelet and like
You know what? That's fair. I say max 4.
Max 4. I say max
Yeah.
3.
I don't know, because that's one of those Siamese cats, and you usually get a lot of those ones.
I guess when it comes to an early lunch, it's serious business. Over the next 15 minutes, Principal Scalar goes over important events coming up in the school year. Most I would consider standard things like pep rallies for the sports teams or bake sales to fundraise for upcoming field trips, and even something about new clubs being formed, such as the Japanese Animation Appreciation Society.
But
oh, so you figured it out, huh? Not the best.
Hang on now.
Not the best acronym, if I had to say. Otherwise, it's all mostly boring housekeeping stuff when we got right down to it. I almost wonder why such announcements warranted an assembly when the mood suddenly shifts with Scalar's next big announcement.
Now that we got the main stuff out of the way, I've saved the best announcement for last. St. Hammond is proud to announce the 5 semifinalists for the annual Fresh Start Art Contest.
There's an applause rolls loud enough to make me Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I also wasn't excited for the reveal of just who had made it to the semifinals. Maybe I was giving myself a bit too much credit, but I really wanted to be among those semifinalists. I can almost taste victory. In fact,
bro, photography sucks. I'm just kidding.
I turned to face Olivia and prepared to cheer alongside her, but I'm stopped in my tracks when I notice that unlike the rest of her peers, Olivia seems to be uneasy about the prospect. Almost scared even. Before I can ask Olivia why her sudden change in mood, Scalar continues with her next words, cutting my train of thought off.
And here we have the 5 semifinalists.
Pieces of the 5 skillful students who had beaten all the other competitors came up, followed by the names of the victors right above them. Last, I see a photography submission inside. At least I give it a shot, right?
Oof. Oh man, I didn't make it in.
This next droops down like a melancholy.
I like that I can see fucking Damien's head.
I can't help but feel pity for the bummed out brachiosaurs. Checking my phone, I see. Tell Liz to come back here, bro.
Aww.
Sure, Damien's got that handle. Despite my sullied mood,
they're smooching back there, I know it.
They're doing more than smooching. I look back to the semi-final winners and can't help but be amazed by them. Each artwork is impressive in their own right, their colors blending wonderfully and the figures beautifully designed. It's easy to see why these were voted as winners. Last one especially catches my eye. The scenic landscapes with the setting sun looks stunning. Not for the slight stylization of the skyline, fantastical color palette, it could probably pass off as a real photograph with some filters pasted over it. I'm no art critic yet, but if I were, I'd label it as a masterpiece and easily the best out of all of them. I just realized
she's eating ground macaroni.
What the fuck is going on with the cat with the fucking mug?
She's eating macaroni in that cup. Go on.
What's going on with the mug?
It has macaroni on it.
What do you mean it has macaroni on it?
Don't worry about
that, right? It doesn't have eyes. I'm not going crazy, right?
Just a normal cat, bro.
Oh my fucking god. Go on.
Let's give our winners a big round of applause.
Auditorium fills with the usual kind of clapping one would expect at an event like this. Polite with an underlying tone of disinterest, though one person felt compelled to constantly make a piercingly high whistle. It's probably Damien.
True. We will be displaying the winners' art pieces in room 237. You're welcome to view them during lunch and after school today.
Oh, neato.
Neato. Fucking nerd.
Continues the rest of the assembly. Announcing other events for the school and other minor reminders. Behind me, I see the teachers start psyching themselves up for the Herculean task of getting some 200 hungry dinosaur teenagers out of the room towards lunch without anyone getting killed. So scare their
Good luck.
finishes and waves back to them to signal it's time.
All right, we're going to start adjourning to lunch. You all know how this goes, so no just going for the exit. Sorry, that sentence didn't make sense to me. I get what you meant, but it didn't make sense.
I follow behind Olivia until we make it to the hall. Hey, Olivia. Stops and turns a bit. Jeez, is she so anxious about the sight thing earlier? She looks a little pale. Wanted to check out the winning paintings a bit more. Want to come along? She considers for a moment.
No, go on without me. I need to use the restroom.
Alright, let's see how the lunch table went. Olivia nods and starts off down the hall, following the flow of students towards the lunchroom. Let's see, the principal said it was in room 237.
Not gonna lie, I wouldn't have remembered the room number.
First thing I noticed walking in the classroom was the amount of people checking out the gallery. While I didn't expect it to be filled to the brim with eager students, there's a decent amount of people here, about a baker's dozen or so. There more will come when they finish up their lunches. Well, I'm here now. Let's take a look at the looking rooms. Pieces are all set on easels in the back of the classroom. Some desks and chairs are moved closer to the front to give each one its own space. One by one, I take a moment to give each canvas a thorough review. The auditorium screens really didn't give the art justice, because now I can clearly take in the detail of each one by being close. The color palettes, the brushwork, the subtle nuances. Yeah, I can definitely see all of them having a good shot at getting first place. Now it's time to see the one I've been eager to get a look at since I was first shown. Recall from Mr. Dawkins' class, it's made with acrylics, explaining why the color of it seems more vibrant. It stands out in defiance to the other paintings, in the contest most of which were either violently absurdist or meaningless or muted still lifes of ordinary objects. The meadow of mystifying colors, the organic lines drawing the viewer deeper into the piece, and I feel as though this would be a place I'd wake up to within a fantastical dream. There's no rigid structure or forced metaphors here, just a fantastical merger of creative expressionism and real world beauty. I feel my fingers itching for the familiar weight of my DSLR. This is a piece that I want to immortalize in my portfolio. It's hands down the winner of the contest in my eyes. Simply must find out who made this. Like the breathtaking show of artistic talent was created by semi-finalist winner. That's a problem. Inko, I'm glad you swung by. Looks like you're admiring the art contest entries. Told you that St. Hammond's artistic programs all were unparalleled. That's not mine. That's not yours. I try to say more, but the words won't leave my mouth. Ben's eyes follow mine to the bottom of the painting in front of me, and I watch as he makes the same realization as I do. Inko, you didn't... Did you paint this? I had no idea your style was so developed, so humble. If I had known, that's not my entry. It's not? No, mine was a photograph. But what's her name doing on this one? Must have been some kind of mistake. A million scenarios come to mind. They must have gotten the wrong name somehow. They did. I think the real artist would have come forward by now. And the submission website must be hacked or broken. But our school checks for stuff like that. If it was, we would have known by now. Then, Inko, you're sure you didn't submit somebody else's photo of someone else's piece by accident? Of course I didn't. Why would I do something like that? You're the only one who can log into your account, Inko. Suddenly everything stops. My account. Somebody... Look, relax, alright? We can get this sorted out. Just don't panic. Then lowers his voice. But Inko, just to be clear... What? You didn't just get a bit of extra help, right? Then looks at me through the edge of his glasses, eye to eye. There's some real stakes in the contest. Cheating isn't taken seriously, especially fraud. The word echoes around inside me. Fraud. Makes my bones chill. Is ingenuine, faker, liar, they're all bad in different ways, but Fraud is just dripping with frigid condemnation. No, I swear, I submitted a photograph. Ben relaxes his shoulders. Alright, just making sure. Sorry to alarm you. It's perturbing how he can go from deadly serious to jovial like a flip switch. You gonna be alright? Sorry, I need some air. Hey, feel free. I'll let Scalar know, okay? Yeah, thanks, Ben. No problem. Take it easy. Ben offers me an earnest smile, waving at me as he steps out of the room down the hall. There's some time I follow him shambling down the hall as I try to make sense of what just happened. I thought everybody actually liked my photography.
Aw.
I thought I was some kind of expert painter instead. I don't even know how to express it. I feel empty. Thought maybe my hard work was finally paying off, but I submitted the right entry, so what happened? Somebody changed
That's so
it?
sad.
If so, how? Such a good piece, too. What even is there to be gained from by putting my name on it? I wander aimlessly through the halls. Thought of missing lunch passes through my mind, but there's a different sort of emptiness pervading my stomach. Why is this rattling me like this? Man, it's not like I'm in trouble or anything. Ben's helping me sort this out. I'm at a loss of what to even think right now. Oh crap, Olivia mentioned something about survey issues before. Couldn't see my submission, but was it just that? Maybe Olivia was right to be worried. Well, duh. Why else would she be so nervous? I miss walking outside the principal's office in the gallo. Is that one cityscape painting from the start of the school year? The very first painting I ever saw here, and still one of the best. Vibrant cityscape that morphs the rigid structure of urban planning into a soft and inviting utopia as it views from the eyes of the child. The sky above the city is a beautiful shade of crimson with radiant clouds clustered along its length. The art contest submission was the best painting I've ever seen, and this one comes close. I can only imagine the accolades this must have gotten from the painting this back then. You know, for a while, I got to have that experience. Got to step into the shoes of an artist much better than myself. Maybe that was the intent. All the praise, approval, everything I'd been wanting. Just for a while, it was given by an anonymous stranger. Whoever that may be. Actually, this gives me a bit of an idea. If I'm clever enough
That is
for it,
intense.
this can be a cool way to get her to show off her painting more. Everyone would like that. Maybe that's what she needs. I could act as like a personal publisher for her so she doesn't have to deal with people. Wait a second.
Uh-oh. Is it happening?
Go down the empty hallway. I need to find Olivia. She couldn't possibly. But why me? Why would she? Thinking about it only increases my worries and desperation to find who I hope to Raptor Jesus isn't the culprit. I haphazardly check all the places where Olivia could be, but can't find her anywhere. My hunt for the baryonyx leads me to the second floor of the atrium. Feels like there's a lead brick in the pit of my stomach as I internalize my current situation. Soft pattering of the rain hitting the window grabs my attention to see a gloom-covered Volcadero outside. My eyes wander along the school's pathway covered in mud thanks to the earlier rainfall. Wait a minute. Those look like tracks in the mud. I burst to the main entrance doors and...
Wait. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
What happened?
It froze for a second. Let me check the stream. Okay, I think we're still good.
I think it was just a quick lag spike, probably.
Okay. Oh, it's because it's raining.
In real life?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's strange. I burst through the main entrance doors and then met with the feelings of droplets hitting my head. Outside, a dark overcast has rolled in. Forecast called for on and off rain during the day, but pretty gnarly clouds. Makes it look almost dusk around. Crap, what am I wasting time for? Follow the trail with urgency, fearing that the rain will wash it away. Looks like it goes down the whole pathway. I ignore my clothes becoming progressively damp and the water collecting in my shades. Eventually, I round the corner that leads to the bridge and I see a distressing item at its end.
Oh shit. Is this ending one?
Yes, we're already at ending one, yes. 1,000%. I was checking this room. A wheelchair. Olivia's wheelchair. Empty of the occupant, toppled on its side. A new fear grips at me, born from the mental imagery provided by that sight. Those cruel thoughts push me up the steps faster than humanly possible, even as my irrational mind tries to reassure me. Running across the deck, my breath is caught in my throat when I reach the middle. She's on the ground, head sunk down.
I'm sorry, Chunky.
There's a damaged and soaked school supplies scattered all over the walkway. Oh god, is she okay? My foot shifts, trying to force me closer. Slowly her head lifts up to the sound of my shoes squelching on the floor.
Stop that face. It's ugly. Sorry. I'm trying to make myself laugh because this is sad. There you go.
Are you gonna cry in a little bit? Her tear-stained eyes stare at me with a dead expression. Her voice sounds weak. Olivia. I feel like I can finally breathe again. Slowly, Olivia pushes herself up, and I know she's laying atop a pile of paper shreddings. The feeling of relief slowly fades away, and I remember just what I was looking for her. We stay silent, only staring at each other as the rain continues to bear down on us. She simply sits there, letting herself grow more and more soaked in the rain.
Uh-oh. Not out in the open.
I grab my compact umbrella from the backpack and unfurl it. Doesn't do much to dry Olivia off, but at least she's not getting more soaked. The umbrella is placed between us and the elements against the ledge, forming a personal canopy above us. Here. Now we're alone. There's space next to Olivia to take a seat. It's odd. Sat together before, but sitting on the ground in the rain. And the room is just a little claustrophobic. There's bits of paper melted onto the pavement, soaked by the rain. Though torn apart and waterlogged, I can sort of make out a tree. A rough sketch of one anyway. Like the one that stood prominently in my false submission. So you did do it.
There you go. Please, I can explain. I didn't have a choice.
What?
I know what I did was wrong, but I didn't have another way.
Wasn't it a choice to not trick me? She was looking at me, focusing on the scraps of paper scattered about the floor like confetti.
It wasn't to trick you, I just... I get it. You're mad at me. A little bit.
I'm not mad. I'm just confused.
Disappointed.
I thought we were good friends.
I wasn't expecting it. Expecting you.
Can you check the stream real quick?
No, I could not. It's still going, we're good.
Okay. She pauses to give her throat some respite. Her usual water bottle is anywhere nearby. Shaky breath escapes her mouth.
Drink from the rain. When you came around, I thought you were no different than the others. That you were some self-centered, pretentious midwit who only cares about his image. I mean, with that jacket, yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
Then, when I got the idea of using you to swap out your art with mine, that's when I fucking can't fucking read. You didn't seem like the kind of person who cared about how he gets the attention from others, just that he gets it.
The description of my character feels really reductive, but the ache in my chest tells me it hits a little too close to home.
Oh. But that's not what I think of you now. Yeah, Doc-On's the one person I can trust. So when we went to bat for you, saying we'd make good friends, I was worried. What's so special about this guy? I honestly got scared he'd be wrong. That you'd be just like everyone else, and I'd be setting myself up for failure. But worse than that, Inko. I was afraid he'd be right, and I'd have to face what I'd done to myself. And now, I've gone and done something like this.
Switching my contest entry? She's not swallowing hard.
I wasn't thinking. Suddenly, everything was out of balance. Everything I'd created, all my work, my own little world was suddenly changing, and I had no control of it. I just had to do something.
I didn't know I was doing that. I'm sorry. Stops the process of my words and continues.
I knew I'd get caught. Stupid. I was hoping for it even. Someone to figure out that it was swapped, so it would be changed and everyone would be none the wiser.
She turns to face me with silver eyes filled with tears.
Sorry. Please don't hate me. I just don't want to go back to being the person I used to be. The person who didn't care about hurting you.
Her head tilts downwards with a violent hitch of breath. Every claw is extended and gripped at her knees in a painful display, and yet Olivia chokes back any sound she'd make. Her body shuddered with every heavy breath in there. I realized that every last defensive barrier she had was completely gone. Olivia's laid herself bare, leaving only a crying girl desperately trying to silence her pitiful tears.
Oh, shit!
Second choice, let's go!
But why?
I'm going to hate myself for thinking this, but she still hasn't really told me why she did it. I don't want to push the issue too hard, but not now. When? I just want to know. Why go through all the trouble? What were you trying to accomplish? I immediately regret my words as the pain grimace on her face drives home the mistake she's made. Even if I'm not in the right to ask, I feel like the villain for pressing her, but out of respect for Olivia's feelings, I stand steady because back down now would be to denigrate her like all those people in her past had done.
Fair. I just legitimately wanted to know why, but he has a better reason. I wanted to see what people thought of my art without knowing that I was the one who made it.
Why would you want that?
Isn't it obvious? It's always the same thing.
Her voice takes a deeper pitch.
Oh wow, you're so talented in spite of your condition.
This time it's a higher, shriller tone.
Amazing! It's like you aren't disabled at all.
Voice returns, this time weighed down with contempt.
For all their kind words, it always came back to those empty platitudes. It never felt like they cared about me or my interests. It was always just blind praise because I'm doomed to never measure up to the same level of expectations. The worst of it came when I found out I couldn't even fail on my own.
Sound of her talons tearing more paper on the floor and answers repeated words.
Even when I intentionally do something wrong, someone's always there to pick up after me or to assure me it's good in certain lights.
She rips more of the page with every sentence. These are just old sketches from throughout the year.
Nobody else has to live with that paranoia. That every positive word spoken and action taken to help you out is just someone acting out of obligation or insecurity. It got so bad at one point, I was almost being forced to accept these frickin' accommodations. I just ended up...
She drops what little remains of the pages unceremoniously.
Cutting everyone out. I'm never going to come out on top. I'm never going to be allowed to fail. Nobody's allowed to feel anything but pity for me when they meet me, and guilt when they even consider not just giving me a free pass. Nobody has any agency, and that's just how things are.
Bell rings from a distance, signaling the end of lunch. In my mind, I can vividly imagine the sounds of our classmates' grumbling complaints as we shuffle to class. Instead, I choose to listen to the rain, how the soft pitter-patter of droplets land atop my umbrella before slipping gently to the ground around us. Internalizing that sound alongside the dimmer ambience and overall wetness has turned the tiny park I'm accustomed to into a near alien locale. I wondered to myself if this is why Olivia came out here. The small way of her work seems to revolve around average places, but altered with unnatural and beautiful things, creating from the familiar and yet adding the fantastical. I look over to Olivia, who also seems to be lost in thought. It does sound pretty tough. You gonna be alright?
No. Honestly, that's only the start of it. But I don't want to. No. You wanted to know, right? I want to tell someone. Anyone. Just now... Right now it's just a duck on. I'm sure he's sick of it.
Alright.
This crap even affects my family.
Say that like you don't think they are.
They aren't, though. I can't change that.
She sighs.
You're right. I should be a bit more grateful to them. But at the same time, it's... like I know all too fucking well. I could just hang out at the Pains for as long as I need to after graduation. They're just too nice to not. The arrangement with my actual father could probably just last indefinitely. I could just detach from society and leech off everyone around me forever. And I'll still just be pity, and there'll be pity and guilt.
You saw them at the pool party. They love you.
I know when I hate it, and I want to love them back, but I just can't. Not now. I already wasted so much. Who am I to suddenly turn around in my last year? I want to just get out of their hair, not waste their time anymore. Otherwise, I'll be the one hurting them, wasting all their patience and kindness for years like I already have, and I'd never be in the wrong. Who the fuck wants a free ride through life like that? That's all I have waiting for me realistically. Damn it, why am I telling you this?
Olivia clutches her throat. Her voice has gotten strained and weak. Hurts to speak at all. She's been letting doing just watching? Such an idiot. Rummaging through the inside of my backpack again until... Aha, here it is. Pulling out a water bottle, I offer it to her. She eyes it on the ground indifferently, then goes to drink it. The whole bottle is finished in one go, and she drops it on the ground, growing pile of trash.
Thanks.
Give a silent nod. She looks off into the distance again, picking up her train of thought.
That's why I had to do it. I had to know if I really was good at something for once. Really, genuinely good. No false praise. No parasocial relations where I'm verbally elated so everyone else can feel better for it. She's using big words and I don't know these. I had to know my art was real. That I could be something for real. I have a real way out. Doc assures me all the time it's good enough. Fuck. Why didn't I listen to him? He probably knows everything by now, anyways. He usually does.
Honestly, taking all of this in at once is challenging to digest, to say the least. You said expected to get caught?
Yeah, I said I wanted to be. Wasn't even sure other people would see it. If you caught it fast enough and switched it back thinking it was a bug. And you started getting all this praise out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did. Seems a bit sad in retrospect.
Fucking oof, bro. Yeah, around then it really settled in just how badly I messed up. Wanted to get you to notice it by showing... I tried to get you to notice it by showing me the submission yourself. Then you just go to the office to get it changed. Nobody would get hurt. End of story. But of course, you still had your own saved. You're always just so prepared for anything.
She gestures to the crushed water bottle.
You got that mom bag going on.
Yeah.
Weeks go by, you get more praise, I get more nervous. Then today, and...
Lydia's hands finally fell into her lap, limp and spent.
here we are.
It's my turn to say something, I guess. Just don't know how to process all this. It's not like friendships come with instructions. My own thoughts are muddled, pushing me to find some way to comfort the girl before me. Yet to comfort her, be to demean her, like people have done in the past. So confusing, and frustration and pity mix haphazardly in my stomach. It's nauseating. There's a girl before me that has wronged me, but not out of real malice. Frustration at myself because Olivia was right, having unveiled an ugly side of me I wasn't aware of.
Is this another choice? No! I wasn't ready!
Do you trust Inko?
No, I really fucking don't! Shit! She wanted to fail, let her fail!
But do you trust him?
No! I don't... I'm not sure what to do! I don't trust either of these options with him!
This is just to get your thing. What would you choose? Honestly.
I'd let her fail.
You sure?
Yeah.
He's just
She wants to fail. He's like, alright, bye!
But he's just like, you're a loser! A stinking loser!
Just go all fucking drill surgeon on her.
Yeah. My thoughts land on what Olivia said earlier in the conversation.
He's listening.
Principal scared. Olivia flinches a bit.
Principal? Why?
About what you did. You said you expected to get caught.
We can't tell them officially anything but that.
Olivia shifts uncomfortably in her spot.
If they found out, it's all over.
Isn't that a bit extreme?
Honestly, it'll be the end for you too.
It's my turn to flinch. Olivia's getting worked up again. New fear starts spiking through her eyes. I don't need to ask. Olivia answers anyways.
You didn't talk about it until now, after it's nearly guaranteed to win. With the stakes, it looked like you were complicit. Damn. Or worse, like it was your idea. You'd be a fraud.
There's that word again.
Nope.
Fraud. No, that word all over my record in senior year.
Ugh.
When I'm about to have to find a career. Fraud.
Yeah.
Fraud. But even so, isn't it
God damn it, Olivia.
the right thing to do? I can handle it. Don't worry about me.
Please, Ingo, no. There's more. Told you I'm not eligible to even enter. I already won before. I got the notoriety and money. Winning Peace is featured on the cover of Volcadera Monthly. Even gets an article. That's more than a scholarship. It's a foot in the door. They can't do anything about the money. It's long gone. But if everyone knows what I did, and it gets to those magazines,
Clutches the sleeves of her hoodie and stares me dead in the eye.
I need it to graduate. I fucking hate it, but I need it. It's my only way out. My only way to actually go somewhere.
Putting all your eggs into that one basket.
There's no other baskets. I just can't risk it. I know I just carried on about why does nobody let me fail, but this. Serious. He can't. No. Please, Inko. I can't lose everything over this mistake. I just can't.
Can't. Fraud. God, not that. But that isn't it. Olivia grabs the sides of my jacket and yanks herself close. The motion tips the umbrella over and it slides a few feet away in the breeze. It makes her almost lose her balance and fall over onto me. Her breathing is erratic.
He's having a panic attack. Don't listen to me. Please. I can't lose this. I can't be doomed to be nothing. This is all I have. You can't go to someone about this. I'm begging you.
She's tugging towards the ground, closer to her. My jacket's starting to tear. I feel her anxiety by how her hands are quivering with fear as they grip tightly at my coat.
Making her voice hurts. It's my fault, okay? Not yours. You don't need to make it your problem. Please.
Okay. Nobody else has to know. I have to be my little secret. Olivia exhales and it's gone. All at once she slumps down. I have to hold out my arms to stop myself from falling too. Olivia ends up slumped over my lap sideways. Hey, you okay?
No. I'm really not.
The gator girl tries to push herself up from my lap. Her attempt only ended up with her twisting on my legs and turning her face and chest upward. She must be really exhausted, as even her attempt to blow her wet hair from her face is unsuccessful.
This is what it all comes to. Got away with it too. Fuck, I'm just like Ben.
You have the energy to get up.
Not yet.
What's wrong with Ben? How do you like him? She exhales hard.
It's all his fault. All of it. If not for him, it wouldn't be this thing. Some worthless heap, unable to do anything with nothing and nobody. None of this would have happened.
Sounds like something I shouldn't be prying into. You don't need to tell me.
Yeah, I don't. But I did this to you. I should be honest.
Can you get off my legs first? I'm starting to feel this feeling.
You too. Fine. Can you help me get up at least?
Take Olivia's shoulders, help her back into her sitting position by me. She just leans back against my shoulder.
Sorry. Been a long day.
Guess it's fine for now.
Yeah. Where do I even start? That Ben. I don't even remember how we became friends. But we definitely hung out a lot my last year of middle school. He didn't care that I was in the chair. Didn't treat me any different. He was cool.
What's the issue then? We about to mention with her skull.
Let me finish. He was cool. But in freshman year, back then, Ben was only the student council as a secretary. I read that so fucking wrong.
It's fine, just continue. We were gonna have an aneurysm in the comments, but that's okay.
I was looking forward to that yearly art show. Worked all summer for the perfect piece. Dreamscape.
The stand was heavy in her tone as she said its name. Yeah, it won.
It wasn't supposed to.
Once again, her eyes were teary, though with rage this time. Her mouth clicked shut as she glared at me. Her eyes closed, and her tone was once again sorrowful.
He started advertising himself as my friend. He was some part of his own personality.
A sigh that escapes her carries years of her repressed anger.
Even his friends started doing it too. Like, being around me was an act of charity that made them better. He eventually told me straight up. I'll give him that.
The voice shifted again. This time, instead of a voice to lampoon someone, it was in an eerie facsimile to Ben.
I'm universally down on my luck. Not even a week later, people started walking up to give praise to my submission. It was the first time in a while I'd gotten a compliment for my work. I thought my submission was going to win. I was excited. Until Damien showed me an article in the school newsletter written by a certain student council secretary. Half of it was basic crap about the art submission. The other half was about me. Ben had written the longest segment about the talented poor girl in the wheelchair and practically worshipped me for my determination. Surprise, surprise, wins by a landslide. Even when my piece won, all I could remember was that feeling. Just being handed a victory as a charity. My whole summer, all that effort, just overshadowed. And for what? A safety net that I didn't earn. I really thought I was going to thank him. It's the worst part, honestly. As if I would, after using me as a stepping stone to climb the social ladder. Couldn't take it anymore. Told him to get out of my life, and he just gave me this look. I'll never forget it. Genuine confusion. Like I was an alien for being upset. But what he said... This is your only chance of succeeding out there. I wanted to just give it all up. But by then, the money, the exposure, this fucking safety net. I just took it. He was right. He was right, and I hate it. I really, really, really fucking hate it.
So that's what's been. So that's what's between Ben and Olivia. Figured it was something, but yeesh.
After that, just couldn't. Shut everything out. Everyone out. Everyone was fake. Everyone didn't want to know me. Just what I exist as. Even my own family. Hell, it's all his fault. All of it. Well,
What?
that's it. That's the truth. I just want to graduate and get away from here. From him. Ruined my life. Because of him, I'm not Olivia. I'm Olivia, the poor, sad cripple. The title is forever fixed to my name.
Come on. That's not true.
You're right. It's not.
You're Olivia.
No. That's also not it. Not Olivia. I'm God's funniest joke.
I nudged the umbrella back over to us. Goes back into its spot propped up between us, recreating the canopy, shielding us from the elements. Olivia looks to me to gauge her reaction. That was a sort of speech given by someone that's had years to think about it, hold it in. It was one she's been waiting to give to anyone willing to listen. If she could just trust them. All her pent-up angst against the guy that ruined her life. At least at the moment, she just couldn't take it anymore. Can't get much worse than this for her, but she trusts me. She needs to hear right now this.
Alla chingada.
Were you wondering why I was quiet?
No, I was reading them.
These ones, both of them, they're very close. So this one's a difficult question.
Mm-hmm. The second one.
Are you sure?
No. Do it.
Okay, the first one.
No!
I'm gonna start saving after the choices from now, so that we can't go back. I take my sunglasses off and lean forward, placing a hand on my shoulder. She takes a moment to register the new sight, and looks right at me, anticipating whatever I'm about to say. You're not a joke, Olivia.
I'm sorry, she found some macaroni on the floor. I appreciate you trying and all, but it doesn't matter. The damage has been done. All that shit is what made me into a nihilist.
I wouldn't say you're a nihilist, Olivia. Because I don't think that's what the word means. You still enjoy some things.
Not a better word? There you go.
That's besides the point. Ben did something horrible. He didn't take your agency.
You saying that I ruined my own life? Is that it?
Annoyance bubbles up within me as she argues back. She wanted to get caught in the act, yet Olivia looks at me as if I just spat in her face.
So what the hell are you getting at, Inko?
What am I getting at? The fact that you can't keep using Ben's shitty choices as a crutch or breath catcher.
Yeah!
You need to take responsibility for your own life. Who are you and what you want to be? The words catch Olivia off guard, and they kept coming and bit unbite now. Unbite? Whatever. You
Go
say
back?
that you're a nihilist. Oh my god.
Okay. No, never mind, just keep going.
Yet you draw these amazing pieces that reflect these realistic fantasy worlds. And you say that no one wants to know you for you. And you say that no one wants to know you for you. But you know you have the pains. Dakan, Liz, me. Can you really blame any of that on Ben? Even the art contest? Ben didn't yank some evil strings of fate and make you swap out the submission you made yourself do it. I know it's hard, trouble with this too, but please, for all of us, take responsibility for your feelings, Olivia. Oh shit. Damn it, mouth. My tirade has left Olivia staring at me, mouth hung open, aghast at what I just said. I hissed in realization and tried to backtrack. Sorry, that was...
What? What?
What do you mean?
Are you okay?
What, did you not see
Oh,
that?
oh! I thought you just had a fucking stroke. I'm so sorry. Fuck you.
Well, fuck you!
Fuck you!
Stopping completely, Olivia's head rises from her shoulder and she glares at me. Her eyes are heartbroken. They're enraged. They're looking for something to lash out at. But they're trusting.
Fuck you. Being right. I know all that. Damn it. And you're the second to say it.
Her eyes water and her eyes return to my shoulder.
Her eyes?
Her head, whatever. Her eyes
Damn it.
rolled out of her skull, okay?
They went onto his shoulder. It ain't go.
I'm stunned as she presses further against me, even using her arms to tuck her legs closer.
You need a dog on head. Fine. You're right, but how do I start? I have no idea what I should do.
Her voice sounds so weak, but there's a conviction hidden within it. Honestly, she should have just mauled me for what I said. It's what she wants. I can do this. Well, what do you think is wrong right now?
I'll have to be more specific.
Alright. What about Damien and his family? She hums and bows. And then there's Liz, too. All of them would probably like to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. What would I say, though?
Whatever you're feeling. Hell, just being more open in general would be something. I can feel her frowning, but also nodding against my shoulder.
Fine. What else?
Is your doc on? She scoffs.
He probably already knows.
What you're thinking?
Yeah. He reads me like a book.
Probably like to hear you say it.
Yeah. He would. And
me too.
you got your turn.
You told me just now that I'd like to hear more about you. You're my friend.
Alright.
Starting now,
Sorry, Inko. For all the shit I've put you through since you got here. Being a really shitty friend. For you having to put up with me.
I chose to be your friend, Olivia. So don't apologize for that. Olivia looks up at me from the corner of her eye. Ben can't take your agency. And you can't take mine. I'm choosing this.
You're silly.
Her words were strained and not from lack of water. They were getting her voice raw, along with the honesty.
Thanks.
And I forgive you. And once again, silence. I fumble with my sunglasses, debating whether I should bother with them, given the rain. Might as well, I guess. They are prescription after all. Just lay back, listening to the patter of the rain against our little tent. It's her and I, secluded from the world. It's done so much pressure. Man, she's really leaning against me. I crane my neck so I can turn and look at her. She looks so at peace now, even with the smeared mascara and wet hair. I'm starting to lose feeling in my arm though. And watching her like this is that a snore?
Oh, was that supposed to be me?
I guess she would be pretty tired. It's been a long day for both of us, even if it's only fourth period. Did I do alright? Things turned out pretty okay, but I'm anxious. Best I can do is be there for her. In this case, it's letting her have my shoulder for a bit. Pressed up against me, my eyes slack closed, and I try to lose myself in the pitter-patter of the rainfall.
No. Oh my god.
Olivia jerks herself up and starts coughing into her fist.
Fuck. How long?
About 5 minutes, probably.
Jan. Sorry.
No, I remember when you got onto me for just sitting near you back at the party.
Shut up.
Looks like you're improving a bit. Could be a bouncy umbrella making it splash a bit onto me. Hey!
Anyway.
Olivia stretches her arms. Things go quiet again. Olivia finally breaks the silence.
I know you say you forgive me and all, but I still feel like shit for putting you through all this. Now everyone's gonna expect you to be skilled at painting. I'll call you a fraud.
Oh, yeah. Just try not to think about it.
Damn it. It's all my fault.
Olivia rests her arms over her knees, and I'm surprised she managed to burr her long snout in them. An idea hits me. What if you taught me for real? Olivia raises her head from her arms.
Not you.
Painting. For real. Like you say, no expectations to fulfill. Would you teach me how to paint like you do?
I don't know.
Tell you what, I'll forgive you if you teach me.
You already said that.
Olivia looks down in contemplation.
Alright. I'll teach you how to paint. But you should know I'm a lousy teacher.
This is my working class. I'm a lousy student. I got a feeling it'd work out.
Hey, don't make it weird.
Yes, Professor Halpert.
Stop making it weird.
I chuckle as I playfully shoved by her. After that, everything was said and done. Things became quiet. Beneath the solace of my umbrella, we relaxed together. At least until Olivia begins shifting uncomfortably. I sit and watch as she takes her calves and shifts them to her side with her hand. Her tail comes around and presses into the paper-filled floor before keeping her upright as she starts to lean forward. Finally, with the strength of her tail in one arm, Olivia lifts her hips from the floor and swings her shins fully beneath her. She smiles as she kneels over me.
I'm just gonna sit there.
Crap. I guess I was odd and stupid with it. But it's just so fascinating seeing the girl maneuver herself in these odd yet well practiced ways. Kind of jealous, actually. I wish I had a tail to do some of the things she could. Press my hands down on the floor and push myself up. I don't know why I thought to stand, and instead of I shifted myself to the kneeling position too. We're face to face now. For a split
Oh
second.
god, I thought they were kissing for a split second. I was like, damn.
For a split second, I feared the worst as Olivia drew me into her hug. I don't know what she would do, but this, I like this. For how strong her arms are, how they're wrapped around my chest feels exceptionally tender. My own arms have enveloped her, returning the embrace in a similarly soft way. As her arms loosen, I draw back, though I don't want to take my hands off her. That was nice.
Make it weird.
Sorry about that. Through the sound of rainfall hitting my umbrella, my ears suddenly pick up the noise of what sounds like squeaking. I look down and see that there's something shuffling out of Olivia's pocket. Little beast emerges from its hiding spot with a squeaky yawn, to which Olivia offers her hand for it to use the platform.
Oh, hey, little guy. I nearly forgot about you. Had a nice nap.
That's a rat.
Oh, right. So you haven't met each other. Inko, this is Guts. Guts, meet Inko.
Oh, hi, Guts. I awkwardly wave at the apprehensive-looking rodent. Olivia
Oh,
Guts
no, don't get him wet!
gracefully, like her hand is an elevator for him. You brought him to school?
Yeah. I just really needed him today since, you know, all the crap that's happened.
She gives Guts a few scritches under his chin.
I bring him sometimes when things get rough. He's a support rat!
And nobody noticed?
You haven't.
Touche.
Yudaka did once. He just told me not to let him run around the school, otherwise it would be considered a health hazard or something.
The tardy bell rings out in the distance. We're late for our next class. I'm sure Yudaka will understand. We should probably get back to class. Here, hold this. Give Olivia the umbrella so she and the rat can stay dry while I go fetch the wheelchair. By now it's settled some into the mud. This wheelchair has definitely some better days. After dusting off the dirt and pulling water the best I can, I make my way back.
Thanks.
She offers the umbrella back, but I make sure to hold it above her. Keep the wheelchair steady with one hand as Olivia climbs into the seat, using her tail to keep herself up. Stand in the rain in silence for a moment, only sharing content glances.
Oh, her eyes are so pretty.
Yeah.
So, what do we do about the contest now?
That's a good question. Ben was there when I saw my name on the painting. He already went to tell someone. So like you said, no harm, no foul.
What about your own submission? I ruined it.
I scratched the back of my head. Never won anyway, it's just a picture.
Oh. I thought it was pretty okay.
Hearing those words from Olivia sends a strange flash of heat to my face.
Nah.
Unpleasant. But again, those honest words from her really do cut through me for some reason. Thanks. Loud speak draws my eyes to Guts as he stands atop Olivia's shoulders. You too? A wry smile stretches across Olivia's face.
I think that means Guts is saying it's actually so-so.
Hey!
Cut him some slack, Guts. Think I didn't have time to make anything for the contest.
It's got some high standards.
Yep. That's why I've gotten so good.
The sheer absurdity of it. I don't know which of us broke first, but our laughter fills the air, heard only by us as the rainfall cuts off all other noise. So, now what?
I don't know. I don't want to go yet. Still pretty worn out.
Or now? A smile across my face as a wicked idea comes to mind. Well, too bad.
What?
I walked around behind Olivia grinning like a mad idiot.
Inko, what are you doing? Inko? Inko!
Her head tries to follow me as I stand right behind her chair. Figure that pushing your chair around is really tiring, so how about I help you out? Olivia blushes and looks away.
Fine. Just for today.
Returning to the campus was certainly awkward. Passerby shoots us looks. It's not the most common scene. See a girl in a wheelchair just roll on and sopping wet and tracking mud in. More likely, though, it was because that girl had taken the using my umbrella to hide herself in those looks. She was already extremely red in the face. It was a conundrum: drop the umbrella and let people see her, or keep it up and draw more attention. I shall name it the Nito Theorem.
Oh my god.
If I ever attempt to publish it.
Oh my god.
But making our way back to Olivia's current class, she simply shook her head. She shook her still concealed head. I didn't really have much of a choice. From all that I knew of the girl, her last classes were all in the upper levels. She was in possession of the elevator key. She was in possession of the weakest knees here in St. Hammond, at least according to Coach Solly. So I wheeled her to my current photography class. On the way over, she keeps bending her head back to peek at me. Like she's making sure I'm still there. Knocking on his closed door, the pterosaur professor didn't even bat an eye at the poorly hidden girl. He simply stepped aside and let us through. Ben was looking our way, but I chose to pay him no mind. After everything I heard,
Bad Ben.
Olivia didn't even register he was here. She simply rolled herself to the back of the classroom, through a door into what I'd always guessed was Aodakon's supply closet. You know what? I'm an idiot. It's a dark room, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Other classrooms, my classmates abated, thankfully, as our teacher continued his lecture. Taking my own seat, I focused on Aodakon. Much as I could, at least, my muddled thoughts kept me distracted the whole period. Just before the bell rings, Aodakon stares me dead in the eye. He points a stern finger directly at me, then to the floor to signal, "You stay."
Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir.
What? Why are you being so cuddly, huh?
Once everyone else...
Sorry, I'm being loved by the chunky.
Understandable. Once everyone else has left, he closes the class door and locks it. So, care to explain? Explain, sir? He opens the door in the back and signals Olivia to come on out.
Uh-oh.
The mud, the drenched clothes, the declaration of sanctuary.
I was having a bad day.
She's looking a bit better, still drained, but she's not shivering. Her rat sits on her lap, and Aodakon extends a finger down to scratch under its chin.
Aw.
I can see that. He takes a seat against a nearby desk and waves a hand for Olivia to go on. When she doesn't, he shifts his hand to me. I look between the two of them. Aodakon's expectantly, Olivia's pleading eyes. Ultimately, I shake my head in the negative. I just help Olivia get out of the ring. Of course. He slouches further atop the desk.
I tell you some other time.
Sure. Whatever it was, it looks like you recovered pretty well. Olivia doesn't answer verbally, instead giving a bashful smile and nod.
Aw.
Was it about your work again?
Yeah.
Oh, this girl. He turns to me and points a thumb at her. You know, the work she's
It's
so
floating.
concerned about... You know, the work she's so concerned about absolutely wrecks the grading curve in my class. For the sake of the other students, I had to put a limit on extra credit assignments. Really? Yeah. Never before would I even consider such a restraint. Why punish someone for working too hard? I would think to myself. Then 4 years ago, this little green goblin comes rolling into my class, half a semester and more than a few angry calls from parents later, my hands were tied. Young lady simply does too dang much. Olivia smiled. She just fell from
Oh god, she fell!
Olivia smiled, but Olivia smiles, but doesn't look up from her pet. It was that much better than all the other students? Well, no. I don't grade by technique. If I did, you'd be in big trouble, Inko.
Nope.
Olivia's work was very good even then. The main thing I admire is how motivated she can be. I haven't seen someone so enthused to just paint in years. Certainly haven't seen anyone so enthused I had to change the rules like that.
You were worried you'd stop me.
Was I? That definitely sounds like me, but I didn't stop you. Not even a little bit. Heck, that year you even got me to see some things differently.
I don't think I ever did anything like that.
You did. You did when you came in after class the Friday before Mother's Day. Take a look at this. I'm handing the quill pen, and
You're hurting me.
the first thing I note about it is how soft the feather portion is. It's the special pen you always use. It's actually from my wife. Whoa. Inspecting it closer, I can see more of the intricate details. From the faded engravings on the shank to the maintained but worn point. It's well made and kept, and yet the feather embraces its age. She came in that afternoon with a whole stack of crumpled painting drafts. So frustrated she couldn't get it right, she determined to make it perfect. I say, any of these would be great. Your aunt would love any of these. She fires back. If it's not good enough for me, why would it be good enough for someone I love? I did not have an answer. So I tell her to take a step back, take a few hours to go over fundamentals once more. I sent her home to try getting it right over the weekend, and come Monday she returns and hugs me first thing. That Friday night though, what she said was on my mind. I talked about it all night with my wife. Then that morning I decided to make a change for myself. My wife was molting at the time, so there was always a new feather or three in our blankets each morning. I took the biggest one, preserved it right, got a bit of help to make it into a real pen, and I've used it ever since. It helps me remember to do my job right, for the people I care about, and for the people my students care about. I think what it was, it's that childlike reasoning that comes so naturally for the youth. That reasoning, it makes a type of innocent, earnest dedication, something I think I'd lost for a while.
Don't give me so much credit.
You haven't lost it, have you? Good.
Wait, Chunky needs to go outside.
Good. Don't lose it from me, okay?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, hurry up.
Keep them entertained.
Depression, sadness, even more depression. That's all this fucking game is, dude. How long have we been streaming for? Almost 3 hours. Yippee! Jesus Christ, what is going on in my screen? So everyone. How is everything going? What have you played this game before? What was your first ending that you got? Because I got ending 3. Raven got ending 4 on Snoot Game, which was crazy. Didn't expect her to actually get ending 4.
Chunky cannot go outside. It is raining. He looked at me like I had the audacity to make it rain.
That's funny.
Alright. Anyways.
Good. Don't lose it for me, okay?
Okay.
Yadaka yawns and stretches. You feeling alright to go to your next class?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Great.
I didn't fucking say any of that right.
He claps a hand over my back. We should do this again sometime. Monsieur Yadaka ushers us out of this classroom as a late bell trills, handing us a note he'd rapidly scrawled on. Miss Prockling didn't seem enthused to see us come in late, but sighed as she read a late note from Monsieur Yadaka. As I took my usual spot, I felt something odd in the corner of my eye. Looking up, it was to see Olivia looking my way. That smile on her face. When that spoke so many words, but I couldn't figure out what. All I could do, in turn, was try to match it, for focusing on Miss Prockling's latest lecture. More time passes. Okay. Before we continue,
We might have to stop here. It's been about 3 hours.
do you think it's time? Do you think it's our time to quit for today?
We have 15 minutes. Is there anything that could happen in 15 minutes?
It would just be backstory, and we'd probably have to stop in the middle of a choice. So I think this is a good spot to end it.
All right.
Well then, this has been eye-opening.
This was pleasant. I liked this one. I think I did good.
I mean, you're doing pretty good so far.
Yay.
Probably. Or maybe I'm lying to you.
Probably.
You're already on ending 1.
Oh no. What do you mean I'm on ending 0?
That's the beta version where there's no ending. It just has them both just standing there in the void forever.
Lovely.
All right, guys.
All right.
This has been fun. Hopefully we can record. I have a 4-day weekend because of Labor Day.
We can probably do some more tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah, depending, because we have stuff tomorrow. Sunday we have church. Monday we're doing a cookout. So
Pretty good.
tomorrow we'll probably record in the morning though. So, anyways, and this time we'll actually record instead of saying we're gonna do it on this day and then disappear forever.
What? No, we did it on the day we were supposed to. Shh, they don't know. It's fine.
Yes, they do know.
Oh, no. Anyways.
Goodbye.
Bye.